Hello everyone, Kyle here, and in this video we're going to be traveling back in time to when boats were a thing. Yes, this is the Titanic, and we all know the fate of the Titanic, don't we? For whatever reason that you may not know what happened to the Titanic, well, it was something along the lines of this. Yes, the Titanic split in two because of an iceberg, and that's not even the worst bit. There were like explosions on the boat and people died, and oh, it was terrible. Anyway, our mission today, rather than trying to end lives, is going to be to try and fix history, because history made a mistake. History does that a lot. Anyway, we're going to find a way to get the boat over the iceberg. And to do that, we have all these wonderful tools to pick from, such as a pulling tool, blast tool, a fire extinguisher, you know, stuff like that. Fun things, really. If we set the boat in motion, for instance, and I've given it a nice long run up to the iceberg, so it can go, you know, maximum speed and everything. We don't want it just to kind of kiss the iceberg. We want it to fly over it. So as the boat approaches the iceberg, we need to come up with ways to get it over, such as this blast tool. Oh, blast. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, that isn't good. Oh, that's a bit of a big blast. Okay, well, do you know what? I'm happy with that. Some of the boat went on top of the iceberg. I guess I could technically say that was over the iceberg. I'm going to say it was technically over the iceberg. Yeah, there we go. Off you go. Freedom for you. I can only imagine that's a person up there. Maybe the captain as he went down with the ship, didn't he? Okay, so the blast didn't really work, but maybe we can find something that will work. Over in the simulation settings, we can actually play around with the power of all the tools, which is quite handy. And here it says ultra-violent mode. Enables or disables amplification of tool forces and inflicted damages. Well, it's obvious to me we're going to have that on all the time. You can also set things like the weather. I don't know what it was like during the Titanic, but I imagine there was weather. Fishes. Maybe let's put a few more fishes. I do like fish. Makes the water a bit more interesting, doesn't it? As for the tools, yeah, why not? I'm just going to put them all the way up the top to begin with. We can worry about the consequences when we come to use them. If we see they're too strong, perhaps we can find a way of making them work in our favor. What am I saying? If they're too strong, they'll never be too strong. Okay, so previously that attempt was the standard blast. This time we're going to use the super blast that I've just modified. Maybe it does a bit better than the other one. I'm just gonna maybe do it from about here. Let's get it a bit closer this time. Are you ready? Here we go. Blast! Oh, the front of the ship just disintegrated. Oh dear. Oh, and the rest of it's hit the iceberg. That was counterproductive, wasn't it? Well, again, some of it went over, but not enough. I'm gonna try a different tool this time. It's a swirly tool. Oh, okay, if I click it, that's what happened. It just shot the boat up in the air a bit. It's still all right, though. It's still all right. So maybe if I do it this way, it will lift the front of the boat up gently and send it over the iceberg. Let's try it. Are we ready? Oh, no, I've just pushed underwater. That is not gentle. Oh, wait, we've got some of it. Come on. If I, turn it this way now. It's going. I think this is a success, really. Some of the boat didn't make it, but the front half did, and I'm sure that's the bit you need to survive. Oh dear, it's gone underwater. Well, now it's kind of like a submarine, isn't it? No, this isn't good. It's over the iceberg, but barely. I don't know, is it going to float up to the surface? Oh, it is. It's going up. That's lovely. So it survived, really. I mean, if you're in this half of the boat, you're not too bad. And there's even a little friendly shark just kind of coming by to say hello. And yep, there we go. You've even got some air now. For what it's worth, I think that was rather successful. No, it's going down. No, okay. When I said it was rather successful, I kind of meant the opposite. It's turned into a submarine boat. Yep, that's cool. Might as well just spin it one more time for luck. Whee! Oh, it's going to the depths now. See you later. Don't worry, we have plenty more tools to try. Like this wave maker tool. Maybe if I make a wave near the iceberg like so, the boat's going to travel over it. No, that's going the wrong way. Okay, go up. Waves up. Okay, look. You get the idea. Oh, it's a sick ramp. Oh, yeah, it's doing it. It's not where I wanted it to do it, but it's doing it. Okay, get some speed. Kind of doing it. I think if we would have set it in a better place, it might have made it. Oh, that's a shame. That was just poor planning. Oh, we can also do waves downwards in case we want them to sink faster or something. Okay. Let's load that and try again. Maximum speed, Captain. Maybe I need to make the waves behind the boat. Does that make sense? It kind of makes sense to me. Let's see. There goes the wave. There you go. It's helping it push along a bit quicker. No, it's just going over the top of the boat and kind of sinking it early. Oh, it's even failed in the middle here. What ship fails right in the middle? That's just shoddy workmanship, that is. Okay, let's try and get the water out of the boat. No, that's not good. If I just keep pulling the waves down, maybe it will start getting a bit drier. No, it's going underwater. Okay, well, that was a huge unsuccess, I would say. Let's try again then. Okay, I'm sure this wave thing could work if I knew how to plan it a bit better. We really need right here the wave to occur, and then it should send the Titanic gently flying over the iceberg into safety. Okay, here it comes. Are we ready? Let's try and do it this time. Maybe, okay, I can actually pause the game, but then I can't manipulate the water. Okay, oh, there we are. Go Titanic. It's going up, rising through the sky. Oh no, too early. You've descended too early. Oh dear. Oh no, that's not good. We've just sunk it again. That's not what we're trying to achieve here. Okay, we'll come back to the wave line at another time. We have more we need to test. Okay, I've just put a physics probe on there. I don't know what it does. I don't know if it just monitors the physics involved in what's happening with the boat. I mean, if it is, it's kind of a bit rubbish. So, okay, I'm going to try an impact bomb this time. Maybe one just there will do nicely. Should hit the iceberg and flip the rest of the boat over it. Are we ready for this? Oh yeah, that was not what I wanted to happen, but at the same time I kind of did want it to happen. Oh, it's happened all right. Do you know what this tells me? This tells me there wasn't enough bombs. So let's give it another try, but let's be more prepared this time. So if my calculations are right, which they probably aren't because I didn't calculate anything, this should send the boat into the iceberg and the whole top half of the boat should be propelled into the sky and it should land over safely, making it a success. Let's see if that is what happens or if I am completely delusional, which is more likely. Are we ready? It's gonna go up into the sky. Oh dear. I mean, some of it did go in the sky, but not really any of the part that would have had the people in them. I think the blast might be too strong. So in the simulation settings, the destructive tools, I think if we just do the blast force down a little bit, let's say maybe 4, that sounds like a good number. The heat generated, I don't want any heat. It's just going to be a cold bomb, you know, a bit of a chilly one. And the radius can come down slightly. We do want a good radius. Okay, so with these slightly softer bombs, we should be able to achieve what we had in mind the first time. Total liftoff of the top deck over the top and to safety. Let's do it. Oh, it was the same. Wow. Maybe it's just too many bombs. No one survived that, did they? I might just be making this Titanic thing worse. Well, that being said, they did say you had to break a few skulls in order to make an omelette or something. Okay, so this thing adds pressure, I believe. Oh, you don't want to add pressure to a boat. Wow, what was that? Is pressure a bad thing? I mean, isn't gravity pressure? Maybe I'm adding too much pressure. Okay. That didn't even have a fair trial. Let's try again. So we know adding pressure is a pretty bad thing, but what if we took pressure away? I'm gonna try that instead. Taking pressure away should amount to total liftoff of the boat. It's not doing anything. Okay, I'm adding pressure, whatever. Oh, Just keep adding pressure. Keep going. Now let's remove the pressure. Oh, there we go. Look, 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 look. Oh, it is lifting. Maybe. I don't know. That could have just been from the impact. I don't know what's happening. It's sinking. Okay, let's just add more pressure. There we go. Now it's like you're at the bottom of the ocean. So the pressure thing was pretty useless. That'll be the last time I ever trust gravity. Oh, I've just noticed as well that we can actually spawn little people on the boat, look. Oh, that could be fun, couldn't it? Like, if we just had like a bunch of them. Like, oh, yeah. Oh, come on, welcome aboard. Yeah, look at us. We're all little people. Whee! I like how they do somersaults and some of them are falling in the water. Don't worry, you're probably safer there. Let's keep adding a few more. No, that's going in the water as well. Oh, we've got some people in the bottom of our boat, which is nice. I don't know how many people were actually on the Titanic, but I think that's a good number there. I don't want too many dead people on my conscience. I have to be able to sleep at night, you know. Okay, so let's try this time. A nice little pick and pull tool. So if I pick that, no, that's just destroying it. Can I not? Oh, this is not picking or pulling. This is just cutting holes in the boat. Oh dear. All those poor people. No sense in wasting them. Let's make it more interesting for them. Whee! We've made a tornado of people. There we go. Well, I would say that was pretty bad as well. There are a few people that have survived. Might as well just do this again then. There we go. Turned it into a bit of a blender for them. Oh, they're having fun now. Jumping up and down off of it. Whoa, look at this. And if I just release them, where do they go? Off into the stratosphere. Be sure to write. Right, none of these ideas are really working at the moment. I'm wondering if the problem could be that the Titanic is just too big of a boat. So I'm wondering if we kind of cut some of the stuff off that we don't really need, like whatever these things are, chimneys of sorts. There we go. That's lightened it up a bit, and I don't think any of that's needed. This is just kind of like where people live, and just make sure it's nice and detached. Yeah, all the way, all the way. Cut the ropes as well. No one needs them. Don't need the flag. Get rid of that. Maybe shave off a bit of the back of the boat. Shave off this. I think we just kind of need something along this line. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, I forgot to lift it up after all that. Well, we did kind of make it a bit lighter, and it did travel a bit further, so we know we're onto something. A failure. We're onto another failure. Okay, so I think it's obvious what we need to do. Oh, not that. Oh, I don't know what I've just done. I've just melted the ship. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Let's rewind time. Okay, so I think it's obvious what we need to do now, and that's to use the wind force. Look at this go. Oh, yeah. Look at the speed. Yeah. Come on. Go on. Maximum speed. Oh, dear. Well, we got the boat moving faster. That's something, but it kind of just disintegrated once it hit the iceberg. So speed is not the answer. So I've noticed that we have tsunamis here, and I'm thinking that I've just spawned one and it's landed right on us. Okay, so that might carry us to safety. Nope, that's not going to carry us to safety. That's done a bad thing. That is what happens when you let the intrusive thoughts in. Oh, never let the intrusive thoughts in. Well, that's more disaster there. Well, we are running low on different tools now, but I do have this one here, which is like an attraction tool. Yeah, like look at that. Even just pulling it, speed it along a bit. I'm wondering if when it gets a bit closer, if we pull from like above it, we can like, yep. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, let's get it all over. No, come on, keep going. Yes. Oh, we've lost half of it. It's fine. A little bit off the top never hurt anyone. I would say that's our biggest success to date. We got 2 parts of the boat over. It's still sunk, but you know, apples and oranges. Was it to get it over safely, or was it just to get it over? Well, it was to get it over safely, but that's not gonna happen, is it? So the next thing I'd like to try is making a ramp for the boat to go up and over. So I think we'd have to do it quite a gradual thing, so kind of like this, and get it to maybe that point there, and that should kick it up and over. So I'm going to also help out the boat a little bit with the wind maker tool. Give it a little bit of assistance in its travel. There we go. A nice gentle breeze for you. Okay, it's approaching rapidly. Give it a bit more. Oh, there goes the front end of it. Oh dear, this isn't good. Okay, I see the problem. The ship wasn't strong enough for this. Back to the drawing board once more. So we're actually going to make the ship better because I quite frankly think they built the thing wrong. So if we go for something like this, turn global dampening down, put the elasticity up the top. So let's try it one more time now that the ship has that much needed invulnerability. Give it a little bit of a push along, not too much though, we don't want it to go too far. And let's see, it's going. Okay, it's made landfall. It's getting a little bit stuck. Okay, keep pushing, keep going, little Titanic. Yep. Nope. Okay, it's stuck. Oh dear, the Titanic is stuck. Well, this is your home now. I guess you're going to be living here for the foreseeable future. It's still better than the bottom of the ocean, if you ask me. Okay, so we have the invulnerability down quite well. The thing we're lacking now, I think, is the friction. There's just too much friction in this world. So if we go over to the water, we can turn the friction down here and the drag and the impact force down. And I don't know what this does, but it's going down as well. There we go. That's good. I'm also going to turn the friction on the ocean floor off. And yeah, why not? The kinetic and the static friction are going off. Okay then, so let's see what happens now. Give it that much needed helpful push. Oh, it's certainly sailing faster this time. This is good. Oh, go Titanic. Oh my god, it's like Free Willy now. Oh, it's taken off. Where's it going? Titanic, you can stop. You've made it over. It's gonna come to a gentle rest at the end of the world. We all know that's a good place. Oh dear. Oh no, we've just made a pancake. Oh yes, we've got a Titanic pancake right here. Oh, and just to add insult to injury, there was a spike. Maybe it's going to float back up. It's like a little Titanic worm now, isn't it? Nature. Don't you just love the thing? Well, the invulnerability and the friction have definitely seemed to have helped it a bit. We could make the boat move a bit slower and land a bit softer, but who cares? I'm going to go ahead and call that a huge success. Now, let's try another idea. So in the simulation settings, I've noticed as well that we can increase the number of fish, make them much bigger, make them move quicker, and make them in bigger groups like so. And what has this inspired me with? Well, we can go ahead and take this attract and repel one more time. And what if instead of a boat, the Titanic was a fish? Yes, what if we make boats more like fish? Ready? Oh, look at this. This is the Titanic now. It's like a little fishy. Oh, no, it's moving too quickly. Oh, the iceberg's in the way. Okay, it's right. It's just a bit flatter than it used to be, but you know, we're not going to judge it. Look at it. Oh, it's breached the water. Look at it doing its little somersaults through the air like this shark over here. We can bring it. Oh, it's going up into space. We can bring it back down maybe. Let's try and attract it. Come on, Titanic. We want to grab you. Okay, I think I'm controlling it. Yeah, it's going down now finally. We can get it to... Oh no, it's just going all the way. Oh, it's hit the bottom. I think it's just split in two. Oh, this is a terrible day to be a fish. Maybe it will come back down. No, it's going off again. Okay, I'm going to call that a win as well. It didn't go over the iceberg, but it's gone over here somewhere, and that's where it lives now. Look at all the pieces just raining down. That's a Titanic and a half. So with our invincible ship, we have determined there are ways to make the Titanic get over that iceberg. But let's face it, this is no longer like real life, and we need to find a real life way to get it over. Otherwise, it's just not going to work out for anyone. So let's try something new. Maybe the problem isn't to do with us. Maybe the ocean is just dangerous. Is there a way we could make the water a little less dangerous? What if we turn the density down? Okay, yeah, that's right. That means the boat would sink. Okay, well, the opposite is true. What if we turn the density up? Does that... Oh, yes. It's basically turned it into stone. That doesn't make it float. It just breaks it. Okay, let's try another thing. Okay, the density's still up. Oh, dear. That's a very dense ocean, that is. Okay, let's turn that back down a bit. That should do it, I would say. Let's see, does this boat survive? Yeah, is it gonna float? Yes, it is. So maybe instead we should up the friction drag. I don't know what's happening. What does friction drag even mean? It's like trying to move through slime or something. Like, look at it. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, I could see that not being a good thing. It's kind of just holding it in place now. So what if we turn the friction drag down? What does that mean for our boat? Okay. This seems alright. Does it mean we'll move faster? Perhaps. We're going to find out. Let's first play around with something else. What's the pressure drag? Okay. Well, that's a lot of pressure I've just put on, and it's not sinking even with the damage. That could be good as well. I don't know what it did. Look, it's now sliding along the water. Yeah, there we go. All we need to do is... I didn't jump it in time. But it's a good start. We just need to turn all the oceans into this weird gelatinous blob. I mean, what are the oceans even used for these days? I don't like this pressure drag. It seems to be breaking the boat quite often. So let's turn that one back off. Impact force adjustment. So if I put that to 0, does that mean the boat is invincible if it hits the water? Let's start from a fresh boat. Here we go. Now, show me what you're good at. Okay, there should be no damage. Yeah, that's good. Oh, this is really nice. Look at it. Oh, well, I shouldn't have pulled it like that, but like, if I pull it all the way up and then it hit, let's see what happens. Does it survive? Yes, look at it. It's almost like the fish are softening the blow. We're on to something. That's less damage. But just for funsies, let's check what the opposite would do. Ready? Yep, that's certainly a bit more destructive now. And this side is not having a very good day either. So turning the temperature all the way up seems to be melting our ship, which makes sense if you think about it. Turning it all the way down, I imagine, would freeze it. And it's having a pretty good time. I think the cold is better. The fish seem happier with the cold. The rot accelerator seems to be rotting the boat, which, you know, is kind of what I expected as well. So I think we've made the ocean a friendlier place now. I think that's good. Wind speed, I'm thinking we just up that all the way up. Oh yeah, that's good. That's making things bumpy. Oh, that's a terrible day for everyone. We've now got a nice big gust that's just happening. It's like a little tornado. That's going to get the boat over. There it's going. Is it going to roll over? It might make it. It might... No, it's not going to. That's going to be bad. That might get it over. Look at this. Okay, if we do the waves quite slow, but we do them quite big, I think we're onto something here. So, simulation settings, wave height, and the speed. If it just... I mean, that's kind of keeping it up. Maybe the speed needs to be much slower. Let's try something along these lines. Load the boat in and... no, that's not going to work, is it? That's definitely just a bad thing that we've done. Okay, well, it's above, and that's below water. It's above, it's below. It's still below. Oh, yeah. Come on, we can do this. Yes, look at this. Oh, that was actually really good. And look, now the Titanic is still above water. This is all we need to do. We need to make it a gelatinous blob and have the waves in uniform going up and down at scary speeds. That is all we need. It's not difficult, people. Throw your trash in the pools. Pee in your sink. Come on, together we can destroy it and save the Titanic in the past. No, seriously, don't pollute the oceans. We need them. I like to swim in them and fish pee in them. Thank you. Good night.